Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Nervos CKB. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go down below, hit that subscribe button, and while you're down there, if you could tap the like button, that would be great too. All right, Nervos. I had a few people actually ask me about this to look into it, and I've never looked into it before. This is the first time me looking at this chart. I drew a couple lines on here, and we'll see where this takes us. So on the weekly time frame, Nervos. Honestly, I don't know anything about this project, so we're just doing strictly charts. But and also tell me if I have the right chart here. This is as far back as I can find. November 11th, 2019. If I've got the wrong chart here, then I could be saying some wrong things. So yeah, if anybody's got a chart that's longer, further back, let me know. Otherwise, let's go. So the blue line here is the bottom. This is as low as it's gone, and this was back on March 9th, 2020. This was the C19 crash. Well, that was the lowest we've gone. And now I believe we actually created a lower low here. But if this is actually happening and we do have this falling wedge forming here, there is a decent chance that we do get a breakout. Now, it's not going to go straight up like that. The breakout, in my opinion, would look more like this. Come up, it'd hit this 20 EMA, it'd come back down, it would retest, possibly retest multiple times. Come up, it would hit this 50 EMA, come back down, retest possibly this support right here, and then go up, and probably get rejected right about there due to the fact that we've got that right there. The support here, support here, support here, resistance, resistance. So this is actually a heavy spot right here around 00, almost 10 cents, or not 10 cents, excuse me, 0097. So there's two zeros there. 801. And so, I mean, this is kind of how a breakout would look, in my opinion. Eventually, maybe coming all the way back up to the previous all-time high. I'm not really sure. It does not look good, I can tell you that much. But if you are interested in Nervos, and this is a project that you are looking to put some money into, in my opinion, right now is the absolute best time you could buy Nervos. And the reason being is because you are at the absolute bottom. You could go lower, so there is that. But if you were to buy in, I would highly recommend, because I don't know where this is going, and it's got a very bad fall here from the top, I would highly recommend putting a stop loss in. So if I were to put in money into Nervos, which, I mean, I might even do this actually. So I would buy right now, this very instant, because we are not too much higher off of the all-time low. And I would put a stop loss down below, below wherever you feel comfortable. If you want to be very conservative, put it down below this current low right here. Because if it goes lower, most likely we're coming down even lower. So, I mean, I would just put a stop loss, let's just say right about here, as a conservative stop loss. So your risk to reward from where we're at is a 7.5% to the downside. And depending on where this goes, if this actually played out, you are looking at a, let's just say to the price target of this falling wedge, a 1,200% move to the upside. I mean, to me, risk versus reward here is, you know, pretty good to the upside. So there is that. Again, I don't know anything about this project. It just looks like it's in this falling wedge. It is at the absolute bottom. The only thing I don't see here, which is what I wish I would have seen, was a divergence here on the weekly. So on the weekly, you know, you got a low and then a lower low, but also on the price, it's the same thing. You've got a low and then a lower low. So let's go to the daily and see if we can see anything there. So let's go to the daily. And I mean, it doesn't look like it's forming any kind of pattern for me. The volume is pretty much dead. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we do have a divergence here. So you got, you know, a low here. And then you've got a lower low here, but you've got a higher low here. And it also broke above the 50 EMA. Came back, retested that 50 EMA. And right now, the RSI, if I put a line here, is running up against the resistance here. So you've got support, fell through, resistance. Now, bullish you would really need to get above the 50 here. So have the RSI come up, find support, get up here, something like that. But I mean, honestly, it really to me looks like this thing's at least going to do an 8% move here soon. At least come up to this 20 EMA. This is way too far off of the 20 and the 50 EMA, and these things act like magnets. And so, I mean, truly, I actually think that if this thing is going to go to the upside here, there's a good chance it comes all the way. There's a good chance it comes all the way up to this gray line right here, which is a support line, and going to turn resistance. And so if this were to actually break out, like I said, if it is going to break out of this wedge here, I would expect it to hit here, come back down, possibly have a couple times here, and then finally break out on the daily anyways. So you do have a bullish divergence right here, hopefully going to play out. And there is a good chance that we at minimum go up 8 to 9%. Best case scenario before retracement, come up 25%. So, I mean, like I said, probably one of the best times you can possibly get in. Even the risk to reward to the downside, to the upside, even if we don't break out of here, that's a 9 to 7 or a 7 to 25% risk to reward there. Let's go down to the 12-hour. I love my 12-hour chart here, which is, showing some divergence here. We're falling here. We're rising here. The momentum is rising up. Looks like we're going in that direction there. We got rejected off the 20 once. If we go into it again, there's a good chance we break up and into it and get up to the 50 EMA. This is on the 12-hour. Yeah, honestly, you don't really have much to lose here. Let's go down to the 4-hour. Just one more look. So we got above the 50. We're attempting to get above the 50 on the 4-hour. Again, it looks like the money flow is actually just about to curve into the green possibly. So that's a good sign. We had divergence right here with it falling and then rising. We got a green dot with the waves getting smaller on this directional here. So let's go down just for, by the time you get to this video, let's see. Yeah, by the time you get to this video, I guess the 30-minute time frame won't matter. But it does look like we're about to come back down a little bit. So we're up pretty high here on the RSI. We've got a red dot, multiple red dots up here. So it does look like there's going to be some sort of a retracement. How far that goes, I'm not really sure. Let's go to the 1-hour. Maybe we can get a better idea. Let's use a Fibonacci here. Possibly down to the 382 if this is bullish, because that would also line up with the 50 EMA. So you got the 50 EMA coming up. You got the 382 Fibonacci here. So not a big correction, but a little one if it's going to continue to the upside. Or all the way back down to the 618 here, which honestly actually seems more likely because that's where this resistance is right here. You had resistance, we broke above it, and now we'd come back down to test that support at the 618 right there. So that's kind of what I see for the short term on the 1-hour and I guess 5-hour. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Like I said, I don't know anything about the project, but the chart, is in your very best buying opportunity right now if you think it's going to continue to the upside. And there is, I would say there's a good 70, 30%, 70% chance it goes up, 30% chance it goes down. So there's that. Anyway, hope you like what you saw here. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and just remember, not a financial advisor, just a dude on his computer. Talk to you later.